Hey guys, it's Bonnie. Today I have a super easy makeup tutorial for you today. I am by no means a makeup or beauty blogger, but I have learned a few things that make my makeup routine go lightning fast when kids are banging down the bathroom door and I need to get out quick. I have a couple different variations depending on whether I'm going to church or a fun date night or if I'm just running errands around town with kids. But it all takes 5 minutes or less. It could not be easier. Even you can do it, I promise. Let's get started. I have a couple main concerns when I'm doing my very basic, super fast mom makeup routine. One is just to kind of give me some coverage, even out the splotchiness, eliminate some redness, and cover the under eye circles from not getting enough sleep. So the first thing I use is this Ulta MD UV Physical Broad Spectrum SPF 41. It is a tinted moisturizer. It's super light, but it does have a really great SPF in it, which, as you know from my cancer history, is really important to me. I use it every single day, just kind of evens out all the splotchiness and gives me a great base for the rest of my makeup. I do actually have a foundation that I use occasionally, really rarely when I go on dates and want a little bit thicker coverage, but this works sufficiently for almost every single day. My next step is some really heavy duty concealer for those under eye circles, redness around my nose, chin, cover up any blemishes. This is a Nars concealer. It's called Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I use it in a light 2.5 called Creme Brulee. I just use my ring finger so as not to press too hard on the sensitive skin around my eye, and then just touch up wherever I need it. Besides around my nose, eyes, and splotchiness, I also put a dab on my nose right here where I still have some redness from my skin cancer treatment. If you're gonna be using concealer as much as I do, pretty much all over my face, it's really important to get a perfect match. I love going to the makeup counter at Nordstrom. They match me really well with all the skin colored stuff I need, and this lasts me forever. It's also a really great base for eyeshadow, so if it's a day I'm wearing eyeshadow, I put a little bit on top of my eyelid and brow bone. My next step is to work on my brows a little bit. I use this super cheap, awesome e.l.f. brow pencil. It has a little brush and then a little mechanical pencil on the end. I use the medium brown, I think, and it works great. It's not too heavy, so it doesn't make your brows look overdone, but it's perfect for every day. I just kind of fill in a little bit right here where it's kind of sparse and I've overplucked in the past. And then just fill in a little bit as I go, making it a little bit rounder, making the two brows match in shape. Just kind of practice makes perfect. The nice thing about this one too is it's easily wiped off if you go a little too crazy, which I do every day. And finally, I can finish up with some mascara, blush, and a little bit of lip gloss for my super easy everyday look. But occasionally I want a little bit more, and so I use a liquid liner, and this one is amazing. My favorite is the Stila brand, and it is just their plain old, stay all day waterproof liquid eyeliner, and I use it in Intense Black. It stays literally all day, and it's super easy to put on even if you are a makeup noob like me. It's got like this little felt tip. It's not a brush one, so it's really easy to do correctly. And apparently from the experts I hear you're not supposed to pull your eye like this to put it on, but that's how I do it, so. I like to leave a little bit of a little swoosh here on the end to kind of extend the lash line. It takes a little bit of practice to get good at it if you've never used it, but a little piece of tissue paper or a Q-tip goes a long way in fixing mess-ups. Finally, this Benefit mascara called They're Real is one of my favorites. My other favorite is Lancome. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I will link it in the blog post below. I like to just do a couple dabs in my bottom lashes because I feel like really overdone bottom lashes look kind of like spider's legs, but that's what I do. You do you. Next is this Nars blush stick. I love cream blushes because they're really easy to apply and really easy to blend and blend and blend until you get what you want. The color I use is Maui, and it's really pretty neutral. You can just leave it like this for, you know, costume effect or whatever, scare the children. And then finally, just a little bit of lipstick or lip gloss. Most days I just use my plain old favorite lip gloss from Target, but today I'm getting a little fancy, so I'm going to use some MAC lipstick. This color that I use is Russian Red. It's my favorite red and it lasts forever. So clearly red lipstick is a little fancier than my everyday errand running look, but makes me feel so much better sometimes to just slap some lipstick on. And everybody thinks that I like totally got ready, even though this took me like 3.5 minutes. Now for my special occasions like date night, sometimes church, depending on how fancy I feel, there's one other step I use. I use my Fleck eyeshadow palette, which is literally the easiest eyeshadow palette to use on the planet. Mine is kind of destroyed inside because of my children, but there are drawings, if you can tell, of where to put each eyeshadow. It is super foolproof, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. You can also buy this super handy dandy brush set along with it, and each brush is numbered, so you cannot go wrong. And this final little brush is basically just to use along the lash line for like an eyeliner. Because I already have eyeliner on the top, I'm just gonna use it on the bottom a little bit. Finally, just use this big brush to blend a little bit. And that's it. Super duper easy. Any mom can win at this makeup look. Takes 5 minutes or less, and will really make you feel like $100 million if you take those 5 minutes to do your makeup, even if you're just running around town with your kids. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.